everyone, I'm Dara. Thanks for clicking on my video. I just finished making this cute wall art piece. It's going to be a Christmas gift, and I made it completely from items I had on hand or I thrifted. So if you'd like to see how I made it, keep watching and I'll show you. So I went thrifting yesterday at my favorite thrift store. They were having everything in the store 50% off event. I think they only do that twice a year. And I picked this little thing up for $6. And so half off was $3. And I'm gonna make some new wall art. I got this in my big bag of crochet thread, and I think it's so pretty. So what I thought I would do is use a piece of my daughter's old blind to cover this, and then just put this on it. But because it's a work in progress, we've got a little bit of out of balance. So the first thing I have to do is carefully pull out these. So because we got 1, 2, 3, and on this side we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. As much as I don't want to, I'm gonna have to find the end and unravel this last row. And I think it'll make it fit a little bit better on this frame too. So let's get going. Okay, so I know enough about crochet to know that it goes in rounds. And I do know that there was an end that I cut on this. So I'm just trying to find that end sticking out. And I have not found it yet. So I'm gonna do some preliminary tugging. Okay, so maybe that's the beginning of the round. Let's try here to see if this was the end. I feel like I might have tied a knot when I cut this. Oh, what's that? Is that a knot there? Okay, I'm gonna have to take a chance. It's 50-50 if this is the right end. Let's see if I'm gonna get it. All right, I'm gonna take it, seeing as I've detached it from the main body of the work. Cut there. See if I can find an end. What I'm trying to do is unravel rather than cut. Oh, okay. Let's see if I can get that out. Okay, I think I've got an end to unravel. Okay, here we go. right, so I've got the blind fabric temporarily taped to the frame, and I think it's very pretty the way it is, but I do think it needs a little bit of spicing up. So I've been experimenting. I have these vintage fabric offcuts, and I've been experimenting with like a border, and it is I think it's going to be tricky to get it to sit exactly right, but I think I could. And now I'm just kind of humming and hawing, because the other option I thought is I could put it on the corners. So let's see what that looks like. And I don't know if that's going to be, the thing I know about this fabric is I can't glue it, because I learned that with my mini quilt wall hangings, that the glue shows through. So, and I won't be happy if that's what happens. So I enjoy making it up as I go along, but it sometimes is, you know, a little frustrating when I can't get it to be what I'm confident in, what the end product's gonna look like. That's part of it though, that's the creative process. Well, that's a bit busy. Okay, so I'm still kind of agonizing over my border. I had a rummage around in my junk journaling drawer, and I've come up with some options. I've been testing them out, and I thought I would share. Let's see if I can get the whole thing in. So I love rickrack, and this is like kind of oversized rickrack, and I do have enough to go around the border. And the nice thing about the rickrack is I know I can glue it and it won't show through, so I could get it positioned exactly right. But to me, the pink and purple is way too Barbie. It's way too girlish. My recipient is an adult, so as much as I think this is really cute, I'm gonna reject it. So that's option one. Then I have this ribbon. It is very pretty. And I do have enough to go around the edges. I was considering doing it like this, but I think that's just going to be too logistically difficult. So it is, you know, it's just a bit too wide for it's too bad, because I think it's pretty. So that one's rejected. I know that my recipient has an appreciation for pink and orange together, and I also really like pink and orange together too. So I have this dark orange ribbon. That's kind of pretty. And I think it's also thick enough that I could glue it down. I certainly have enough that I could test it. And then I would just have to work out the corners. Okay, and I also have the peach ribbon. So we could go two, like that. Oh, I kind of like that. Or we could just go one. I think. I think I like the two. And I also don't have to go all the way around. I could just do top and bottom. Okay, so before I go any further, I feel like it would be a good idea to mark where this is sitting on here and deal with these corners. Okay, so let's talk about these corners for a second. I want to get them set up before I take my piece off to sew my doily on. So I've drawn a line from the corner of my frame to the corner of my fabric. I don't think I'm going to be able to do the rotary all the way in, but I can do it part of the way. Just do the scissors. Now, let's see. I think if I go like that, and I'm just gonna masking tape it for a moment to see if my method is going to be satisfactory. Well, I can definitely live with that. Okay, good. I've got my corners done, and I want to have a line of sight where my edge of my frame is. But I don't, I'm not gonna be washing this, so I can't use something that might show through. I'm gonna give this a try. This is my tailor's chalk, and I might be able to see just enough to I'm gonna keep going and get the rest of this tacked down. I think it's looking pretty good so far. Okay, I've got this sewn down, and that's what you can see on the back. So I think that will hold just fine. Okay, so I cannot get these staples out, so we're just gonna go right over top of them. And we have a staple gun, but it's a, what's the word? It is a manual one, and I cannot squeeze that trigger for love nor money. So we're gonna improvise. Let's go. Okay, my thing has been drying, my glue has been drying overnight, and I think I'm gonna just leave the masking tape there just because it covers up the raw edges. And I've added these little thumbtacks to kind of reinforce the corners. So I think that is going to be good enough. And there's the front. I'm not exactly perfect, but I'm okay. So now I'm going to have to make a decision about if I'm going to do a border. So I think where I left it was, I think I'm agonizing over this too much. So I'm going to go with this configuration. All right, I got my little picture hanging thing on, and it's just two little nails and these little teeth things, and this is what my wall art looks like. It's actually quite cute. So let's go hang it up somewhere so we can get the full effect. Okay, it's hung up in my living room just to get the effect, and I think it looks quite sweet. So I think my recipient is going to be very happy with this gift. Thank you for watching my video, and I'll see you again next time.